Hey y'all, welcome back to the Turner House. So today is another grocery haul day. We found some really good deals at Kroger and 10 Box. Not the deals I went looking for, but we found some. And then of course we went to Aldi and I had a small Walmart pickup order. So give me just a second to get things together and then I'll show you what we got. We're going to start with 10 Box first. All right guys, so this is what I got from 10 Box today. I actually went looking for the bell peppers that I got here. These bell peppers were 33 cents each, and they are the red, the orange, and the yellow. I'm sorry, yellow, orange, and red. And they were 33 cents each. I got 5 of each, one. And Janice from Ozark Family Homestead, thank you so much for showing us this deal in your weekly grocery haul, because that's how I knew to get them there. I also had a very interesting conversation with the produce manager there, and he was telling me that you can purchase cases of produce from there anytime. Just go and ask for it and they'll have it. And I was like, interesting. So I'll have to keep that in mind. I also got the grapes that were on sale. They are really sweet. They're really good this week. So if you need grapes, 10 Box is definitely your place to get them this week. And I'll probably have to go back and get a couple more of these. I may do that tomorrow after church because our church is really close to 10 Box. So I may do that. I did get the chicken at 10 Box this week. It was actually, if you could found the markdown, the clearance ones at Kroger, it was actually cheaper there. But I went to Kroger first before I went to 10 Box, and they did not have any more of the chicken that Janice showed in her video. And so I just went ahead and got this chicken here at 10 Box. It's the boneless, skinless chicken. It's already frozen. And it was roughly $10 per package. It was $2.07 a pound, plus the 10% upcharge. So you have to figure that into. It was still a good price, and I needed some. I got some in the freezer. I need a can. I'm gonna get it out and put it in the refrigerator to thaw so I can can it up. And then I'm gonna separate this into different pieces and put it in the freezer as well in some vacuum seal bags. So that is everything that I got at 10 Box this week. And at the end of this video on the last screen, I will put what I paid at each store that I went to today. All right, guys. So next will be Kroger. All right, y'all. This is everything that I got at Kroger today. And a lot of it was marked down. And it seems like I had more things in this, but maybe because Kirsten had some things in the cart and she paid for them. So if I find them, I'll add them into another part of the grocery haul, but I'm not exactly sure. So starting off, I found some deals in the meat section. I went there specifically looking for deals in the meat section, and I did not find everything I was looking for, but I did find some things I wasn't looking for. For instance, these ham hocks I found, they were $4.09, and they are normally, or actually these are, well, they're ham hocks, but it says turkey wings on it. But anyhow, I got those for $4.09. And I got these pork neck bones for $2.60. I plan on making a ham and bean soup, and that's what I'm going to use those for. We also got some markdowns in the produce section. They had a lot of markdowns in the produce section, but we just got what we needed because we went to Aldi before we went to Kroger, and we actually got some more of these salad kits at Aldi, but these were on sale, so we got these too. So we got 2 of these, and they were $2.07 a piece. And then I got the cheese. The cheese is a digital coupon this week. You have to clip it. You can get up to 5, and it is $2.99 a pound. And I got 4 of the Colby Jack because we needed more of that. And I got 1 mozzarella because Kirsten recently just grated up all of our mozzarella except for what I purchased 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to get all this ground up and put in the freezer because that's just how we use it. And then I also went to the clearance aisle and got a couple of things. I got this cereal in the clearance aisle, and it was $2.83. And this cereal, Kirsten said, she's I like that too, so we got it, and it was $3.22. Now the catfish that you see here on the table was on sale. Again, I have no problem with talking to anybody, and my husband says I never meet a stranger. And the meat guy struck up a conversation with me, and we were looking at the seafood because my daughter and I were talking about what we were going to do at Christmas, and she wants to have crab legs because she's the only one that likes them. So me and her dad will probably have steak at Christmas, and she'll have crab legs. But anyhow, we was looking at that, and he said that he had these catfish fillets on sale. These are typically $30 a box, 4 pounds, but they were on sale for $4.99 a pound, and I got these for $19.99 per box. And this is really good catfish. My sister eats this catfish a lot when they have catfish, and it's just really good. So I got 2 of those. The catfish I got at Crystal and Rich's was really good. It was really good quality. It had a good taste to it, but it was $6.99 a box. So if I can get this on sale and have the same quality, I'll definitely do that. And I may not have to drive to Farmington to get the other catfish, which I wouldn't necessarily make a special trip. But if I was going up there for anything else, I would have just picked it up while I was there. But this is a good deal, and I couldn't pass it up. So that is why I purchased that. So next up will be my small Walmart haul that I got, and I will show you what all that entails. All right, y'all, this is everything that I got at Walmart today. I know some of these things I could probably get cheaper elsewhere, but we just like the particular brands, and I'll show you those. So that is why I get these at Walmart. I don't typically go to Walmart every 2 weeks. If I do, it's typically just for this right here. This is my husband's water. He has a 2-gallon container in the refrigerator that he keeps. He makes this water about twice a week, and it takes 2 of these. This is pretty pricey. I have looked high and low to find this cheaper elsewhere or in an actual just container to where you could buy it like the Country Time lemonade type powder, and I have been unsuccessful. So if you have a idea on where I can purchase this cheaper, please by all means share that with me in the comments below. So it takes 2 of these boxes to make his drink, and he typically does it twice a week. When he's sick, he drinks more, so he does it more. And these are $4.37 a box. So I have 6 of those. And then I bought some mild buffalo wing sauce. My daughter and my husband both like buffalo chicken. I'm not a big fan of it, but I found a recipe that I'm willing to try. So I bought it, and that is just the brand that we like. I also seen a jar of this today at Aldi's, which I'm going to try. I just didn't think Aldi's had it, and that's why I purchased it at Walmart. I did purchase a bag of whole wheat flour because I pureed some pumpkins that I got at Crystal and Rich's from Farmington, and I'm going to make dog treats out of those. And the recipe calls for whole wheat flour, and I did not have any, and they do not sell it at Aldi, so I got that there. And then we got, this is the item that we preferred. I know I can get this smoked sausage cheaper at Aldi, and I typically do. But as I'm continually using it, I'm finding that I like it less and less. So I purchased these at Walmart. They're roughly $10 per package. And there is 3 in a package, in each package. So I'm going to take 2 and vacuum seal them. So I will have 3 meals out of each of these. Or out of both of these together will be 3 meals, because we use 2 at a time when we make like sausage and potatoes or sausage and cabbage, because we really like the sausage. And then I got a package of bun length bar S hot dogs, 24 count, just for random things, because we're going to have grilled hot dogs one day. And I'll take these and put like 8 in a package and vacuum seal them, and so that goes a little bit further than paying $1 something per package. This is like $4 and something. And then I got this queso dip. We really like this brand. We really like the one from Sam's, but I can't ship it because it's a cold item, and I haven't been physically to Sam's in a while and don't really plan on going physically for a while. So I got this instead, but we really prefer the cheese dip that is from Sam's. But we are going to have pulled pork nachos one day, and they are on the menu, and I needed the cheese dips, so I purchased it at Walmart. So next up will be the Aldi version, which is the biggest haul that I did today. And stay tuned, and I'll be right back with that. All right, y'all, this is all the cold items that I purchased at Aldi today. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but I just got what I needed. Sometimes I need a lot, sometimes I don't. So we're going to start off here with the cheeses. I needed some sliced American cheese, and this is my favorite. I know it's a little bit more expensive than others, but that's what we like. And we needed some provolone, and of course y'all know Kirsten only likes mozzarella sliced cheese, so I got 2 of those. Kirsten got some bologna. She takes this for her lunch or just has it for different things. I wanted the Aldi version of the biscuits because I make what they call bubble ups, kind of like a casserole, and I'll share that with you the next time I make them. And but they only had the grands, and granted they are cheaper at Aldi than they are at Walmart, but I just really wanted the Aldi version because they are cheaper than the grands. But it is what it is, and I got what I needed. So I got 4 cans of biscuits. Kirsten picked up a package of spicy chicken patties. She likes hot stuff. I do not, but she loves it. So she typically gets something spicy that she can just make for herself. And she'll use this for like her lunch, or she'll use it for whenever I make something that she doesn't like. She still has other options in the freezer from the last time that we bought groceries, or the time before. I got 3 coffee creamers because this is my all-time favorite. These may last for roughly a month. They may not. I'm not sure. I'll have to just wait and play it out. When I run out, I'll just purchase some more. Like I said, we went to Aldi first, and then we also got these salad kits. So we got 2 maple bourbon bacon chop kit. We've never had this, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna have it with dinner tonight. We're having pork chops for dinner tonight, and we're gonna try it. And Kirsten got the Mexican street corn because she really enjoys that one, and she's had it before. She really likes it. I did get these cheese brats, these cheddar brats. These, I love these. I really like the Johnsonville version, but these are a lot cheaper, and they taste just about the same, so I can deal with that. I got 2 gallons of milk. Kirsten got 2 of these little shots. She's kind of sick right now, so sometimes she'll get some shots of stuff to help with different things. And then I got these avocado singles. We are a family of diabetics. All 3 of us are diabetics. Mine and Kirsten's is a little bit more controlled than my husband's. His is better than what it was, but he is still kind of out there a little bit. So this is a really good, healthy diabetic snack. You can eat it with carrots. You can eat it with celery. You can just eat it by itself. You can spread it on a sandwich. I'm sure I could probably buy a whole bunch of avocados and make my own. But before it would be eaten, it would go bad and turn black. And I know I could add lemon juice to it, but that's still not going to save it all the way. And I really don't want to mash an avocado every time I need it. So this is more of a convenience item more than anything. It's just for convenience. But I do love avocado. I can eat a raw avocado by itself, just avocado and salt, and I am one happy person. So next up, you'll see all the non-cold items that I purchased, but this is just the cold stuff that I got at Aldi, and we will be right back with the rest of it. All right, y'all, I'm back with the last part of this video, or as far as groceries go, and I found some more cold items. So first off, I got grapes here that I purchased. We needed another box of saltine crackers because we've been eating a lot of soups. Like I said, sickness has struck this house. Fortunately for me, I'm the only one that has not gotten it. Everybody else in my house has been sick or is sick. So they've been eating a lot of soup and crackers. And I made chili last week. We got 2 boxes of these little mini crackers because Kirsten wanted them for lunch. And if her dad finds them, they'll be gone before she even gets them to her lunch. So we got 2 of those. I got 2 loaves of Kirsten's bread. I just put a loaf out of the freezer and on the shelf, so she will not need, these will just go in the freezer, and I only needed 1 loaf of our bread because we just pulled one out too, and we still had one in the freezer, so I got another one to put in the freezer. We're having grilled hot dogs for dinner one night, and I got hot dog buns for that. I got some bagels. These are blueberry bagels, and then I also got some plain bagels. I usually get the raisin ones, but I wanted to try the blueberry and see if those were good. I got 2 of these noodles. I know they're not good for us, but my family likes them. They're convenient. And if they need a snack or want something other than what I cook, this is their go-to. I got 6 boxes of mac and cheese just because we needed to replenish. A lot of these things are replenishable items, like the mac and cheese and the stovetop and the Pop-Tarts were replenishable items. I got a box of microwavable popcorn. Again, we're diabetics. It's a good snack. I got 2 5-pound containers of flour because I needed them. I don't have any on my shelf, as you can see. I just have the self-rising, and the rest of it is in my flour container. I got 4 boxes of the stovetop, Aldi version of stovetop. I got Pop-Tarts. I got 2 strawberry, 2 chocolate. My husband requested not to get all strawberry, and they actually had chocolate today, so that's what we got. I got 2 bags of bacon bits. I got 4 cans of red kidney beans. I was looking for the bag of kidney beans at Walmart so that I could just can some up and have them, but I did not find them, so I'm going to look at one of the other grocery stores the next time I go. I forgot to look for the dried beans while I was at Tin Box in Kroger today, so I will make a mental note to look for those and just can my own. So I got 4 cans of those. Kirsten loves shrimp, and she needed another cocktail sauce, so we got one of those to have in the cabinet for an extra because she's got one in the refrigerator. I got some sunflower seeds that are already out of the shell. Again, diabetics, good snack, and really like these. And you can also add them to a salad. One of the salad mixes I got, I can add that to it if they don't already have them in there, or if they do and just need more of them. I got a bag of onions. I got 2 bags of chocolate chips just as a replenisher. I got another couple cold items. I got a bag of meatballs for meatball subs, and I got some chicken tenders to have one night for dinner. I also got, got a, a container of peanut, sorry about that. I was having a coughing fit. I got 1 jar of peanut butter, and I got 2 packs of paper towels. And I'm going to research this a little more and see if these are cheaper elsewhere. I'm going to see how much they are per square inch and compare prices at other places and see if this is really the better deal. And if it's not, I'll find them somewhere else. Now I am going to take you over to another part of my kitchen over here. Just ignore my kitchen, it's dirty, because this is the last of the groceries. I got 3 bags of pretzels because my husband and dogs were out of them. Again, we're having grilled hot dogs one night, so we're gonna have chips with that as a side. And Kirsten wanted these for her lunch, and we are going to have pulled pork nachos one night, and I needed some corn chips. So that is the chips that we got. Those will be more than enough for a month. So with that being said, that is the end of the grocery portion of this video. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that grocery haul. I hope that it blessed somebody. Like I said, I know I could pay cheaper prices for some things, but we just prefer that. But now I want to talk to you guys about something serious. Something that happened to Kirsten and I today. Something that made me very uncomfortable. And something that I just want to make you guys be aware of. So we went to Aldi's today, and there was a gentleman in there, and he was talking to one of the associates there by the bread. I don't know if you're familiar with how the bread is in Aldi's, but it will, hang on, Kirsten's leaving and the dog's out here. Okay, sorry about that. I had to keep the dog on the porch. Anyway, so this gentleman was talking to one of the associates in the by the bread because she was putting bagels and different things away on the shelf. And I've known this girl for a long time. I worked with her before. I've worked with her sister before. So I kind of knew her on a personal level. I kind of knew she was uncomfortable. So I just kind of intervened in a nonchalant way. I just started talking to her, and he eventually went on his way. And it seemed like every aisle that Kirsten and I went down, he was there. I didn't really pay much attention to it. Aldi's is not a big store, so that's very not uncommon to be on the same aisle with somebody. Until I had my back to him, and Kirsten gave me the look like, you need to do something. And this guy was right behind me. I mean, within just, I would say less than a foot, he was in my bubble. I didn't really like that. I didn't like that at all. So I just excused myself out of the situation and went about my shopping. After that, he was like, again, down every aisle that we went down, he was there. Kirsten asked me if I had Sally, and Sally is the name of my pew-pew. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. I carry most of the time. I have a concealed carry purse that I keep Sally in when I go somewhere. I am also a federal employee, and I cannot carry on premises of my job, but when I'm off the clock and away from the facility I work in, I can carry, and I do. But not today. Today, Sally was still at home. So that made Kirsten even more nervous that we did not have Sally. So we went down the cake mix aisle of Aldi's in Poplar Bluff, and I made a comment about the cake mixes or something. It seemed like, oh, I know what it was. It was the chocolate chips. They have increased in price. And I was like, oh man, what's going on here? And I said that. Kirsten was fairly close to me, and she could hear me, but I was more or less just saying it in general than to really anybody. And he's like, the price has increased. I really didn't say much to him. I just kind of left it alone because I didn't want to interact with him or get on a personal level. So he heads to the checkouts, and Kirsten and I was ready to check out, but we were not going to put ourselves in a situation to where we were going to be in a close proximity with him. So we went back down the aisle of shame just to look. When we come back, he was still checking out, but he was to the point to where he was getting ready to pay. So I felt like that was okay. So we had quite a bit of stuff in my cart. As you've seen in our grocery haul, we had quite a bit. So Kirsten and I start putting our items on the belt there, and he goes over to like where you would bag your groceries. He did not have much stuff. I mean, he probably had less than 20 items in his cart, and he's just standing there. And so while he's just standing there, I'm taking my time putting myself up there because I am not going to be put in a situation where I have to talk or interact with this man any more than what I have to. And he finally walks outside, and I told Kirsten, I said, just be aware when you go outside. She was going to go get the car and pull it up to the door, and I said, no, you're not going out there by yourself. You're not. So we walk out together, and as we walk out, he was getting in his car, and he was parked 2 cars down from us. He had an older car. I don't remember seeing a license plate on it, but I actually don't remember looking for a license plate either. So I'm not sure if he had license plates on it or not. But that just made me very, very uncomfortable. It just, when your gut instinct is telling you something's not right, listen to it, because it typically means that something is not right and you need to be aware of your surroundings. Not everybody has the same opinions maybe as I do. But, if I'm in a situation to where I'm in danger, I feel like that I could take care of myself in that situation. or if my child or anybody's child is in a dangerous situation and I'm around, I am going to try to prevent that child from being harmed, or even another person from being harmed. It doesn't even have to be a child. And some people do not have that strength, and that is fine. Some people, everybody's built different, but I was definitely in a situation where I felt like I did not need to be there, and it takes a lot for me to feel that way. I mean, I can just brush it off, but I did not. And I'm a very friendly person. I will talk to anybody. I have no problems talking to strangers. My husband always says it's going to get me in trouble, that one of these days something's going to happen, and I don't need to just talk to everybody like I do. But today I had that feeling not to, so I did not interact with him at all. But just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on around you. Make noise if you need to, just to draw attention to yourself other than the negative attention. Like I said, if your gut's telling you something's not right, something is definitely not right. So make sure you're just aware. Take note of like details around you, you know, what car you're parked to, what, you know, just anything of that in case something would happen. I don't really, you know, and just fight. If somebody comes and attacks you, fight. I mean, you may get hurt, but you may hurt them too. That's all I can tell you. But with that being said, overall, we had a good day at the grocery store, and it was fun. Did I go over budget? Absolutely, I went over budget. I went over budget. And I'll put a list at the end of this video as to how much I went over to budget and what each store cost me. Yes, I did go over budget, and I just realized I did not buy myself coffee. So I'm going to go over budget some more because I have to have coffee. I'm good for a few days though. And like I said, we're going to go back tomorrow after church and get some more grapes from the tin box because they were really good and they will not last long around here. So I hope you guys have a good day. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the weather. Well, by the time you get this video, the weekend will be over, but enjoy your week. Have a great day and be blessed. And if I can pray for you, please put a comment in the comments before, and I will be glad to pray for you. You guys have a good day and be kind. Be kind to everybody. Love y'all. I know this video is over, guys, but I just wanted to show you some of God's beauty. I mean, how beautiful is this? Just to wake up and live in a place like this is just awesome. I love it. Fun fact, I have lived on this same piece of property my entire life. Isn't it beautiful out here? Even though that's not my property right there that you're seeing, you're just seeing my front yard, but that is my neighbor's property, but it's still quiet out here. We have several people that live out this way, but still yet, they're all good people. Isn't it gorgeous?